Okay, recording this video after close trade Tuesday, 17th of April 2012. Well, we didn't break 1360. We got good news out of Europe and we kind of rallied today. Closed up at 83.75, 1.5 million contracts traded. Said yesterday that the 72 level was kind of key, just on this 13,500 2-bar chart. Looked like we might kind of break through, make a kind of deeper bullish divergence signal, break through the ice effectively at 1360 and kind of go for a downtrend move. But we tested it, and then the good news kind of came out of Europe, and then we broke above this 72 level here, and I said that was kind of a key level we needed to get above. It was interesting that we kind of broke above it, and then when we had this spike down test during the day, it came exactly to that level, that 72 level here, and then from there we've kind of rallied. So on this time frame chart, the 13,500 2-bar chart, we're in a we've jumped the creek here. We're in an uptrend. We've got to see pullback to end of trend on this time frame and an exhaustion buying signal. So we had a little bit of weakness into the close today, but I think we're now kind of reversed and turned around. Just on better X trend. Better X trend is now kind of flipped around and almost been confirmed here. So had us nicely into this uptrend from Christmas. We kind of flipped around, went into a downtrend move. Just as a point of note on this close here, that was one of those Easter bars, and I think the trade station number is wrong. It ought to be down here, but I've not refreshed the data here, so the chart ought to be kind of flipping over a bar early here, but just if your bars kind of look different, that'll be why. So over the last couple of days, what we've had, we kind of breakaway move, we test backing and exhaustion selling signals here, and they've not broken through support, and in fact we kind of had this exhaustion buying signal kind of going the other way. Terms of daily chart, we've got these blue professional bars at pullback, so likely to make pullback to end of trend here. 45-minute chart, we never saw a bullish divergence pattern here. It was just two kind of exhaustion patterns here, kind of like a double bottom here. That's the weakness, these Rambo patterns into these highs, kind of at that kind of closing the gap kind of here. So let's see if we're going to make some kind of bullish divergence pattern here. 135-minute chart, again there's that level, support becomes resistance. We've come up to it twice now, so we need to get through that. We need to get through 1390 to kind of break away into this uptrend move. In terms of the oscillators, we're still in an uptrend here. We've got the systems have turned around a few days ago. We've got the oscillator here. It's not overbought, but we've got a bearish divergence pattern here. These tend to be early, so let's see next couple of days, do we get overbought and kind of start to turn over and sync up with this end of trend on the daily chart. Then in terms of that long-term chart, so on the 13,500 broken away into this uptrend. And remember, the trend moves kind of trump cycle moves. Trend moves are stronger than cycle moves, and they need to play out first. So although on the 40,500 2-bar chart we've come into a resistance move here, with these blue professional bars, they could well be kind of jumping the creek and kind of getting on board this uptrend move. So that kind of breakaway level, what's the low of that blue professional bar? About 78. That 78 level is absolutely key. So if we kind of reverse and go the other way and break below 78, that was profit taking. We're kind of going down, but my thought is that's more like kind of jumping the creek and kind of getting this move going. So breaking through 1390, seeing exhaustion buying on the upside is what I'm going to be looking for over the next few days. In terms of day trading, it was tricky at the beginning of the day to get the trend direction right. I was kind of going short, long, and then short. Thought this short was going to work out nicely. I was short at 74, but then we had this, it was effectively all it was a spike down into 72. We had a couple of exhaustion selling signals here. Never saw bullish divergence, just kind of that was enough, and we kind of raced away to the upside here. So coming into that trend move, I got long at 75.50, but I was down 3 after 3 trades, kind of into that change of trend. Tried moving my target out, but only managed to get out at 80. I was trying to get out at 81.50, but just lost my nerve. And of course the market just ran up to 88s, so there was a lot more in it, and I need to get better at holding into those. And so after 4 trades I was only up 1.5, but it was difficult after being down 3 after 3 trades to kind of make all of that back up, just with the way I trade. If you're able to hold through this chop and see this as a trend direction change and hold right into the into those highs, good for you, and you'd have been well up for the day. But it's one of my weaknesses going forward. I'll tag on that last trade just because first 3 were kind of uninteresting, and getting the trend direction right was kind of the key for today. But anyway, hope you traded well. Looking forward to tomorrow. 75.50, long 75.50, and let's try it this way, just because on the upside here we haven't seen bearish divergence kind of come on 1500 2-bar chart. We sold off here on the 500, we've had exhaustion, selling, bullish divergence, and a flush pattern here. We're holding above resistance, so that would suggest we're kind of going to break into an uptrend on the 500 tip bar chart. And on the 4500 tip bar chart, again, we're kind of stubbornly above resistance here. We didn't kind of go the other way. So this was just a shakeout. So let's see long 75.50. Okay, so here we go, broken up to 76s, pullback and an uptrend's coming on the 4500 tip bar chart. Got cyclical resistance kind of due on the 15, but we're up at 5,000. This has just continued off this kind of spike down, so just think professionals, although there are no blue professional bars, it's just continuing up after that 72 level was broken. So let's see, targets at 79.50, but I've got some ground to make up. Okay, we've broken up to 77s, which is good. Exhaustion buying coming on the 1500 tip bar chart, pro signal exit as well. Blue professional bars kind of up here. Target's 79.50, but we could be all of a sudden now running into a serious uptrend. So on longer term charts, breaking above resistance on the 13,500. So kind of next stop up when we get that end of trend on the 4500 tip bar chart. So we're catching stops and let's see if we can continue to run. Okay, just moving up my target, moving it out to 81.50. Let's see. Who knows? This is running now. I know we got this here, but we're breaking through resistance on the 15. Here we go. Another exhaustion pattern up here. This is starting to turn over on the 4500 tip bar chart. But we've got to see pullback to end of trend on 500, so I should probably use that as my guide. But let's see, so it's sticking out there at 81.50. Okay, having trouble getting through 79s, but we got pullback and an uptrend about to go off on the 500 tip bar chart. So that should help us get pullback to end of trend on the 500. Exhaustion buying's just gone off, pro signal exits. We got this cyclical turn kind of due. This is pullback to end of trend here on the 4500 tip bar chart. So let's see. It'd be nice to see a final kind of flourish up here with a pullback to end of trend sequence. Target's 81.50, but the original target's 79.5. There we go. Pullback's just gone off. Well, we've just been in an incredibly tight range, only about less than a point, 3/4 of a point, I think. Here, pullback levels holding rainbow patterns, amateur bars here, amateur bars here. If it gets to 77.5, I'll jump, but it looks like it's just waiting for another little jump through 79. There'll be a bunch of stops hopefully up there, so if it does actually go that way, I think it'll travel a little bit further. So let's see. The trend just went off, but I'm just inclined to hold for a little bit. So here we go. Here we go. Let's break through 79s, go for another run. A lot of overhead supply at 79, just looking at the tape, but if we eat through that, there's a Rambo pattern here. Be so tempted to have my stop at 79.5 and just be out, but got to make back a little bit more than that. Let's see. Okay, so there we go. Initial target 79.50 just got hit. Normally I'd be happy to be out there, but I'm looking for a run. So let's see. Okay, bearish divergence just gone off on the 1500 tip bar chart. We come that down to 78. Support's going to come on the 1500 tip bar chart. So I'm just hoping for another kind of rush up here. 79.50 is, of course, looking like the perfect exit up here, but just hoping to see if we get another kind of exhaustion type signal. Let's see. It just broke up to 80s. A couple of blue professional bars, whole family of them here on the 500. It's almost like gathering, kind of getting ready for another break above resistance. Okay, going for a bit of a run here. So it's 80.50 at the high. 10,000 here could end up being a flush pattern here. At 80 even. Out at 80 even. So What is that? 4.5 points. No, just 80.5 was a little bit of a stretch. We went past it, and as soon as it came back, nah, might as well get out. It was kind of late, the entry, and I suppose it'll kind of keep going, but it's starting to weaken here with that exhaustion buying. First bullish, bearish divergence, maybe end up being a flush pattern here on 15, so I think it's kind of running out of steam. So that's fine. 4.5 on that last trade. Down 3 on the first 3 though, so only net up 1.5 for 4 trades. Just couldn't get that trend direction right to start with, and that kind of sell-off move, this spike down, just didn't go anywhere, which is a shame. So this thing will probably keep on going. Yeah, slated. There we go. 81.50 gets it. So I don't know. There's another 1.5 in it, and could have been out for 3. So never mind. It was still a good day. So happy to quit there. And a short while later, we got up to 84. End of trend's gone up on the 4500 tip bar chart. Flush signal on the 1500 tip bar chart. Whole bunch of blue professional bars here taking profits. 83, 84 here. Right up here. So what's it coming up to? 10:17 Chicago time. We've got to make a pullback to end of trend on 1500 tip bar chart. We've kind of overshot this resistance too far. So and I think that'll probably take till after 11. So I don't think it's going to be one of those reversal days where we kind of top out and kind of go the other way. It feels more like just we're going to, kind of slowly creep up kind of higher. I'm done for the day. Just interesting though that 74 was within reach, and I just needed to hold out a little bit longer on that last trade. As soon as I got out, within a minute or two, this all of a sudden we kind of breached new highs, and it went for a real explosive kind of pop. This last kind of 3 points up was really pretty fast, showing kind of a bit of exhaustion buying. So anyway, lesson learned for me. Hope you traded well today.